edited, and it'll sound great. You're going to look great. God bless you, my friend. Look at you. William Lee is joining me here with the wonder of today's technology, which is amazing. And he was talking just before I clicked the recording on, is the fact that he just got home this morning. So it's probably been on a bus all night.
Was on the bus all night sleeping. So didn't sleep much, but we got in about 6 a.m. from North Carolina, Oak Ridge boys, and we'll leave tomorrow afternoon and head up to New York.
Yeah, you're going to a place they call Del
Waterloo.
Lago.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great
Waterloo.
Place. Waterloo.
William, yes, Waterloo. It's got a lot of meanings to that name. You know that.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. William, it's so good to see you. The Oak Ridge Boys, the legendary, of course, you being a legend in your own right and just everything that you've done. You got a big show. It's coming up Friday, March 13th, 8 o'clock. It's at the Vine Showroom, which is at the Del Lago Resort, just a few miles from Syracuse. I'm sure you'll be going through on the thruway somehow, some way on that Oak Ridge Boys bus. Do you guys ride the bus all together?
We do. We all ride together, man, and it kind of keeps us all close. There's a problem, we address it. I mean, it's kind of good to be close to everybody.
That's been a lot of years.
Yeah, and Dwayne and I have been singing. Our lead singer, man, he joined us in 1966, so he and I have been joined together here. We just celebrate 60 years from the time we started singing together. So, I joined the Oak Ridge Boys in 1965. So,
dude, I was 9 years old. I'm just saying. But I knew the Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah. Well, I've been a few miles more than you have.
Yeah, but you look great, my friend. Have you, if you don't mind me asking, that beard is you. You are the legendary William Lee Golden. We look at that beard and we go, wow. How long have you had that without, cutting it oh my God. All right. So you've had it since 1966.
1980.
1980.
1980 is when I lost my razor. So I still haven't found it. But I haven't trimmed it, man. I don't trim my beard. I kind of let it grow natural and kind of be what it is. And I still work out to try to sing, man. I still love singing, and we all do, man. It's the high point of the day when the Oak Ridge Boys get together and get to harmonizing. So we got a couple of young guys with us here. One of them is our young tenor singer, man. We lost Joe Bonzel a couple of years ago to ALS, which was a sad time and heart-wrenching for all the Oak Ridge Boys. But, God works in mysterious ways sometimes. When it's in our darkest moment, he seems to bring the light. And he brought the light in this young kid, Ben James. He's a high tenor singer, but he comes from bluegrass music. Tony Brown, that just went into Hall of Fame, or Country Music Hall of Fame, for producing more hit records than any producer in Nashville history, over 100 Billboard #1 records. He heard Ben James sing and come up and told him, said, man, he said, I've never heard a high, lonesome sounding voice like that but one in the last 35 years. He said, you're a brand new generation with a Vince Gill voice. That's about as high a compliment as any young singer coming to Nashville can ever have. And then Richard, our bass singer, man, has been struggling about a year now. He hasn't been able to travel with us. He's been dealing with pancreatic cancer and been going through treatments for that here for the past. It was almost a year ago that we found out that he was struggling with that. And so we've had these two young bass singers, man. It's also incredible. Kim Duncan helped us a lot last year, and Aaron Lee McCune. He's another young bass singer. Aaron comes out of bluegrass, too. He was singing with Daly and Vincent. But these young guys, Aaron is one of the most incredible bass singers I've ever heard.
Uh-oh. At least it wasn't you falling. That's all good. You there?
Well, yeah, I'm there. John, his iPad fell. So
I can still hear you though. But so you've got a couple of new guys, and you were explaining those to me, and still carrying on the legacy of the Oak Ridge Boys, which is
We
cool.
are, man. Like
Mhm.
Dwayne and I, man, we still love singing, and he's still singing great, great lead singer. Dwayne is a kind of a backbone of our group. He basically helps with this recording and finding a lot of the songs and works closely with our record producers. And as you
Mhm.
know, Dave Cobb has been producing the
Oh,
last
yeah.
6 albums that the Oak
Yep.
Ridge Boys have done. And Dave's winning all the awards with Chris Stapleton and
Oh, yeah.
young
Yeah. Yeah.
young talent like that. The Red Clay Strays, which is a hot young band that's come on the scene. They're from Mobile, Alabama. I grew up in South Alabama myself, but to see these young
Mhm.
guys come in, it's exciting to me. But for us to be recording again, in fact, we just finished an album that won't be out till later this year. So we take advantage of the winters a lot of times and get it back in the studio after Christmas. So that's what we've been doing, and we
Wow.
finished up an album, and we've been working off of last year's album that we did with Dave Cobb. So Oak Ridge Boys are staying busy, we're staying active, and looks like we did about 70 concert dates last year, and hopefully we get to be about that many this year. But we've
Awesome.
been out on runs already. We've been out Texas
Mhm.
run in January. This couple of weeks ago, we were down at the Florida Strawberry Festival and
Yeah. Yeah.
up in Georgia doing some dates. So Oak Ridge Boys are out singing, man. We still harmonize and still loving to sing, man. We never get tired of singing.
And it shows, and it shows. And talking about that, William, when our fans or your fans and our listeners go out to the Divine at Del Lago, what do you want them to feel by the time the night is over?
Well, man, I want them to feel the excitement that we feel. And we're coming up to sing Oak Ridge Boys songs, a lot of the songs that we've had through the years. We'll probably do maybe a couple of gospel songs, but it'll be mainly country and country rock songs that we've had. We'll go from the Y'all Come Back Saloon, You're the One in a Million,
Oh,
Sail Away. We'll be doing Elvira, Bobby Sue.
little
Uh,
Mau Mau.
yeah, so it's that kind of changed the world for us back in 1981.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. All in a good way, too. Like you say, we go way back, or you go way back with the Oak Ridge Boys for decades. What still gives you that rush when you go on stage?
It's being there together, man, and it's the people. It's a response of the audience, and sometimes you may go to an audience that might not quite know who you are, or maybe not being expected you, but that's okay too. But man, it's the time that when we walk on stage, that's when the fun begins for us. I mean, we wait all day to be able to get on stage and sing together. So it's exciting for us, man. We still get excited about what we're doing. We still
That's
love what we do.
That's why they say you don't retire, because once you slow down, then it could go the other way. But you just keep pumping them out. You just keep going, and the band keeps going. And, you accept age for what it is and the legacy of the Oak Ridge Boys, and just being able to put it all together, coming out with a new album. I would assume that you're going to play some of those on Friday.
Well, I don't know that we'll do any of the brand new ones. This new
Okay.
album is the one that's coming out. We will probably do one of the songs off the last album. We've been doing a song called "Come On Home" off the Mama's Boys album.
Hmm. Hmm.
Dave Cobb wanted us to do a full album about our mothers, man, and about mothers. The whole album is called Mama's Boys, and there's a song about a young boy leaving home that we did. It's called "Come On Home." It's a great up tempo country song. But young Ben James played the boy leaving home in a music video last year. Back about a year ago, we did this video, and it was released in the spring, and it won a Telly Award last year for the best music
Hmm. Hmm.
videos.
Hmm.
So it's still fun to be singing, man. We still love what we do.
Yeah. William Lee. Wow. I have to sit here. I know I go back, like I said, I was only 9 when you first hit the Oak Ridge Boys, and all of a sudden we started hearing you guys. But now I'm giving away my age as well. But still, it never, ever gets old. And the chemistry of the group is just part of the magic, as you said before, just that you guys all just bond, and you've been probably best friends for how many years? And we all have our ups and downs. I totally get it. You may not talk to somebody for a few hours, but then you come back around and have a beer and everything's cool. So,
Yeah.
that's the way it works, whether you're there or I'm here. That's the way it works. Can you, country music and all the years you've been doing this, what it's changed in a lot of ways. Let me put it that way. What has changed the most, and what do you think still matters as much now as it did years ago? That's a pretty heavy question, but go ahead.
Well, I feel like it was when the digital age came in, a few years
Mhm.
ago. When we started singing together, it was everything was recorded on tape. And then it moved a few years later, it moved into digital, but things changed then. But country music evolves. And I love where country music is today. We got these young talents that's just taking country music to a level that it's never been. Country music is the biggest music in the world right
Mm,
now.
absolutely.
Back years ago when we released Elvira, it spilled over out of country into pop and rock and roll. But then hip hop came along and it kind of pushed rock and roll back to the back corner. But it's then things keep evolving, and then here comes country music. You got these young talents like Morgan Wallen, an incredible writer and singer.
Mhm.
You got this young Lainey
Love hearing
Wilson.
it.
It's what a great talent she is, and Ellie Langley is another. She's going to be huge too because
Sure moment.
she's a real talented girl, and she can stand there with a guitar and make you cry, man.
Mhm.
So that's what music is. It's a universal language, and it touches a lot of emotions, man. It
Brings us
mentally,
all together.
emotion,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. Y-
So
You were talking
go,
about, you mentioned Ella, William, and she can pick up a guitar and make you cry. But what songs still hit you personally every time you sing them?
well, there's a song that I recorded on our first Christmas album that Eddie Raven wrote. Actually, it's called "Thank God for Kids," and
Mhm.
it's always touched my heart because I got 4 sons. And I lost my oldest son here a couple of years ago, but no one's ever prepared for that. Certainly I wasn't, and I don't know of anyone else that could ever be prepared for that. But, it's music that's been healing for us mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritual healing. And that's what I've needed, certainly. And some of the other guys have needed it. We lost Joe Boswell, and now we've got Richard
Yeah.
on
I hear.
standby here. But,
Yeah.
again, man, these young kids that's coming and singing with us. I got grandkids older than Ben James, uh, and Aaron Lee McCune. I've got kids older than him for sure, but he's another young talent that's one of the greatest singers that I've ever heard. For as a young bass singer, man, he's incredible.
It's all in the
And
blood. Gotcha.
there's an I don't know of another one any time in history that's as good as this young kid is. He's
Mhm.
incredible. But
Yeah.
he'll be with us this weekend, and he'll be with us until either Richard is able to come back, or
Mhm.
we're
Mhm.
still praying for that, But we're thankful that God has provided us with people like Aaron Lee McCune to sing bass with us, and this young kid Ben James is doing an incredible job with the Oak Ridge Boys, and it inspires Dwayne and I, man. It keeps us pumped up. These young guys have
Mhm.
brought a whole new energy to the Oak Ridge Boys, and it's like I say, we can't wait to get on stage and harmonize together.
And that's going to be Friday night. It's in Verona at the Del Lago Casino and Resort. They're going to be in the Vine in the showroom, and it's going to be a great show. Let me ask you before I let you go. How do you talk about all your grandkids? First of all, what do your grandkids call you? Do they call you Papa, Grandpa?
I'm a grandpa to all my grandkids. I got
I
three
got you.
great grandkids now. So,
And your great
man,
great grandpa.
I'm a great grandpa.
God
So,
bless you. God bless you. I got eight. I got eight, and I'm just Papa. So I get that. How do you balance this chapter in your life now? You got all these grandkids. You got your kids. You're out on the road. You're seeing life pretty much change before your eyes with people coming and going. And how do you balance all that?
man, I still work out as an old man
Yeah.
here. I still work out. I used to walk about 4 or 5 miles a day.
Mhm.
Then I got into doing sit-ups in the wintertime when I couldn't get out and walk during on tour. But I do a couple of hundred sit-ups, or I did for a lot of years, about 200 sit-ups a day. But now I've started working out with weights and standing up and
Mhm. Mhm.
doing my exercise. But I use small weights. I don't use big ones. I use 10 pounds in each hand,
Yeah,
and
but
I
that's a
do them
lot.
but I hold them straight out and bring them straight up slow. I do slow motion exercise, and I
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
bring them up all the way back and then go down. And then I do a bunch of squats with those squats down and touch the floor with them, and also bend straight over and touch the floor. I can
Yeah,
still touch
that's
my toes at 87.
uh, no, wait a minute. Wait. You don't mind me repeating this? You're 87.
I'm 87, man.
God bless you, William. Oh my
And
God. You know what? I can't let my wife watch this because you just explained what you do to reach the age of 87. You're working out. You're telling me how to do it. And she's gonna go, you know what, Skip? This is the deal. I told you you need to work out. If he can do it, you can do it because I'm obviously not there yet, but I'm getting there. So I got a little ways to go. William Lee Golden joining me here this morning. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking a few minutes of your day. I know you've got to be tired. You've been on the road all night. You get a few minutes at home, and then it seems like you're leaving again. And of course, you're heading to upstate New York. Couple of things: dress warm. Even though it's been 70, and today might be 70. Yesterday was as well, but Friday they're talking about 30s. So
I saw that.
yeah, you keep an eye on the forecast wherever you're going. If you know where you're going, sometimes you get on the bus and wherever you end up, you end up. But yeah, God bless you and the boys. And I got to tell you, you mentioned Elvira. Big part of my life as well. But when I walked in the radio station this morning and I walked by the front desk and say good morning, and they say, "What's up for today?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to be talking to William Lee, the Oak Ridge Boys." And all of a sudden they go, "Elvira." I go, "Exactly." So that's the impression that the Oak Ridge Boys and a song like that has on so many different people, all different generations. It just goes from the grandparents to the parents, even the kids now. Everybody knows your music, William.
And grandkids.
And
So yeah,
grandkids.
they do, man.
They
Everybody
do.
was doing Papa Mau Mau with the Oak Ridge Boys.
You Papa Mau Mau. I know I can't even go down that low. So that's pretty cool. William, so the show is Friday night. It's at the Del Lago at the Vine. We're so excited about seeing you. Like I said, dress warm. Anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to thank you for letting me be on the Skip Clark show here.
Well, I am usually I don't get all giddy, but when I get an opportunity to sit down and talk to somebody like William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys, it's like, oh my God, what do I say? What do I ask? I was writing down some notes. You're a legend, dude. The Oak Ridge Boys are legends in their own way and always will be for eternity. And it's just I get all like, and I do a lot of these. So, but I
Well,
thank you.
thanks for letting me be on the Big Wolf here with you,
Yep.
man.
Yep. The Syracuse Wolf. And
Yeah,
the nice thing about this is we are WOLF. We are the real wolf. So you
you
may,
are the real wolf.
in your travels, you may go to other places and you hear about the wolf, but their call letters are not WOLF. So,
Great call letters.
yep. And we'll have them forever. So, William, I want you to have a good day. Get some coffee or get some rest. Do what you need to do. Go work
Okay.
out. Go work
I
out.
hope we get to see you up there to Friday night.
Do you take the opportunity to meet your fans? Do you do a little meet and greet or anything like that, or with radio or?
Sometimes we do, especially if it's like radio or people that we've
Yeah,
talked to.
yeah.
We invite them, and we'd love to meet them, man. I'd love to see you in person, shake your hands. It's
And
good
I
to
love
be
the
able
show
to
so
sit here and look at you this morning.
It's good for me to look at you as well, my friend. All right, William Lee, thanks for joining us. The Oak Ridge Boys in town coming up on Friday night at the Del Lago Casino and Resort in the Vine Showroom. We are so very excited to see you. And, there's no doubt who you are. When you go for, I know I keep saying goodbye, but I keep staring at your beard that you lost the razor back in 80. You can't even go for a walk without somebody recognizing you.
Well, if I go to Walmart, sometimes people do recognize me.
Dude.
But it's kind of hard to hide on some occasions.
I got you. I get you. William, God bless you, my friend. Keep doing what you're
All
doing,
right.
and we'll see you real soon here in Central New York.
All right, Skip Clark. Thank you again.
William Lee Golden, right here. Stay right there. Hang on.